right, I'm going to do 3, 2, and then you start, okay?
You got it, you got it.
All right, and 3, 2.
Hey YouTube, I'm Liz. You probably don't know me, but I'm with WJLA. We're playing around on YouTube a little bit, and I'm here with Steve, who is our expert, because I have a lot of questions about the air quality. I was supposed to go out running today, but that has changed based on what it is that you are advising people. So kind of walk me through, what's the difference between what we're looking at here?
All right, so there are big differences, and the air quality today, it's gross, but it's not as bad as it has been over the last couple of years, and we'll circle back to this in a few minutes. Remember the Canadian wildfires last summer, and that was the worst I've ever seen in nearly 30 years here in D.C. But I'm going to have you to step out of the way. Today, we're code orange, and the air quality index about 101 to 105 parts per million, ppm. So that is the key here, and code orange is unhealthy for some, and that's people who have asthma or other respiratory problems generally have a harder time breathing. Folks who are on chemotherapy and have a limited immune system. And code orange is basically one of those things where we say, you know what, if you can put off mowing your lawn, try to do that, or maybe fill your gas tank up after dark or when it gets dark. No grilling? No grilling. And so those are the bigger things. I'll be step back in the picture here, and then we'll talk about code red. So that's a notch up here, and code red right over here, and that's unhealthy for everyone. So whether you're in great shape or even in the worst case scenario, if you're not in good shape, that's when you're going to start to have problems. That's when you can really start to see it. And if you look at the sun, it starts to, and the sun has that weird look to it where it looks very crisp. You can look straight at the sun in the middle of the day, because the haze filters all of it. I'm not encouraging anyone to look straight at the sun, but that becomes problematic. Now, last year, I think it was in July or August, that's when we started to see people wearing masks outside. Right. Because we had the code purple and then code maroon. I think we may have had that for a few hours, and that was the highest that we can get on the chart, and that is big hazardous. And that's when we encourage people to stay home and to turn their AC on, and don't drive with your windows open, don't fill up your car anytime during the day or night for that matter. Grilling is out of the picture. And in terms of, strenuous outdoor activities, that's when you really need to take it easy. So when you get to the reds, the purples, and the maroons, that's when it gets really bad. Today, code orange. So we see it every so often.
Should I go outside?
You're fine to go outside. But we strive for code green. And that's like a very nice day. In code yellow, it's not so good, but it's not code orange. So you work your way up on the scale. And what it's going to take to get our air quality back to normal, a change in wind direction to get some fresher air in. A cold front will usually help us out a lot because that ushers in fresh, crisp air, at least later in the summer and into the fall months. And then rain. And rain takes the particles, the parts per million. It sort of attaches to it, so the rain helps filter the air. And the same thing with pollen. So for people who have like allergies with it's ragweed season right now. And in the spring, we have all the trees that are flowering. And people feel horrible when they start their day and it's like all gross.
And the film on cars.
And then it rains. And what happens when it rains? It filters the air. It takes everything. That's why it cleans everything out. But I want to show you one last graphic before we head out. This is our air quality forecast. This is for the Washington metro area. So unhealthy for some. Today, we're Tuesday. Same for tomorrow. Now, tomorrow's going to be a really hot day, too. Again, temperatures around 100, but we have this cold front that's going to be wiggling back and forth. Better air quality moving into Thursday and Friday. So
things are going to get better soon?
Yes, they will get better soon-ish. But if you're going to be outside for today and you have asthma or you have respiratory issues, you might want to take it easy, and the same for tomorrow. It's not anything like we saw last year when we were encouraging people just to stay indoors, or if you have to go out with masks.
And that purple, that code purple that happened for the couple of hours that we can remember.
I don't remember. It's a little hazy, no pun intended.
But it doesn't happen often.
Hardly.
Truly.
I don't remember, besides last year, the last time that we had something like that.
Okay. So I'm running on a treadmill maybe today? Question mark?
I think you'll be fine.
Okay.
If you're running, you're a reasonable age, unless you have, extenuating health issues. I don't want to encourage you to do something that you don't want to do.
Right.
But, it's unhealthy for some, not for all.
All right. So
for
heed
today.
those warnings.
Yep.
Yes, heed those warnings. And of course, watch us on WJLA TV, ABC 7 News. Thanks, guys. See you next time.